Welcome back to the Dfs Sweatshop, where I am your host, the Dfs Jerusalem, and you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at Dfs Jerusalem. Today, we're going to be chopping up some NFL. We're about midway through to the Sunday slate, but we know tomorrow, Thursday, man, we're going to be jumping into the Thursday night slate. So we're going to talk a little bit about what we can do if we want to play anybody in that game. Also, we're going to talk about how we're going to be attacking it. Kind of going over some trends, things that we've noticed, because 2 weeks of football is a lot to look at. It really is. 2 weeks of football, a lot has happened in the league so far. And I think, it would behoove us to jump on the cutting edge of the trends. If we see, people regressing to some mean that we can hammer down. If we see where this guy hadn't caught a touchdown in 2 weeks, he's a fucking star. There's no way he goes 3 weeks without getting in the end zone. We want to uncover some of those guys. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna scour through and kind of look over some statistics, look over in terms of play calling, everything. We're gonna chop it up. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna catch up with you because I do want to make sure I can see all the comments that we do have on YouTube. We are live on YouTube here. Got a couple of folks just jumped in watching, and the following has gone up some on YouTube, man. So shout out to everybody that's getting involved on YouTube, man. Much appreciated, bro. And if you're in the YouTube chat, I can definitely see your your comments. So feel free to say what you want to say. I can see you. I'm gonna talk with you as well. We got the homies. Shout out to the homies over here in the VIP. The only difference between these guys and you all is they're just a little bit more committed. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit more committed in the VIP, man. So shout out to all of y'all over there, man. Let's go ahead. The homie ACP the Don. They've got the stream going for the PGA joint. I don't want to miss that. I don't want to miss that. What do you mean? I don't want to miss the PGA joint. I'm playing PGA this week. Y'all be sure to connect and get it. And if you gotta leave here to go check them out live, I can dig it, man. I know you'll come back and check me out later on. If you gotta leave here, please go check out the homie ACP the Don, the 100 Band Clan, the big homie Dexter Pope 919, D Pope 919 on Twitter. Go check them cats out. Seth Rudnick, they'll all be over there chopping it up on the Sweatshop Golf channel. You know what I'm saying? So, well then let's blow through it, okay? Because we do have a really solid slate of games here, man. This is RotoQL, a site that I use a lot. I use it a lot. I'm gonna go to the season average projection. This is a site that I use a lot, man. Love it for my MLB, my NBA. It did really well. First couple of weeks of NFL, it was completely on point. Completely on point for my first couple of weeks of NFL. It really was. So we're gonna be chopping up based on a lot of stuff here. First thing that I want to do is kind of just skim position by position. Even though I don't love going position by position, I think it kind of takes you off of the stacks that we like. Because I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be real with you. If you say, hey Maurice, hey Mo, check out this lineup and tell me what you think, and it doesn't have 3 people from the same team or at least 2, I'm not gonna like it. Stacking is the key for me in terms of NFL success. It is the key. There's no stacks correlation. You have to give me that. Brad says RotoQL gave him J.J. Nelson and T.J. Anderson last week. Spoon-fed it to him. And those were some of the best scoring, the best point per dollar plays on the slate. So QL, very solid tool. Love to use it a lot. So let's go ahead. Why you got them big-ass draws, girl?
Maurice.
What?
Why would you say that when you laugh?
I'm sorry. I couldn't. Wife got some big old draw. You still look good, though. You still look good. Tough. Let's go. Yo, QL's been nice. QL's been nice. All right, so here we go. All right, let's go chop it up, man. We're gonna go position by position here. First things first, I cannot impress upon you the importance of getting it right at quarterback. I really can't. And the homie, the Iceman, we chopped it up in the first NFL video, and you know what? We came across a few quarterbacks that we really liked, and those are going to be our the basis of our stacks. Those are going to be the trees. The limbs are going to be all of the position guys that we use. And we looked at some point totals and saw some really solid stuff. But what I want to talk to you about right now is something that, I don't know if you're familiar with one of the biggest friends of the sweatshop. Guy goes by the name of Rudy Herta, aka Rhino DFS, man. He put us on last year to a strategy, the perfect lineup strategy, where he would look and see, how, and this was NBA. He did this. He would look and see how teams did versus specific positions, and of course he didn't make up the stats himself, but he went to places where he could see it, and he kept a chart of it, and it proved to be very helpful during NBA. I'm sure he's going to be rolling it out again, so you probably want to get with him on that, definitely. But I've been kind of looking at it in terms of NFL and just seeing, because you can go to Line Star. Here is a free site. This is a free section of the site you can go to and look at the perfect lineup and see, what teams' specific weaknesses are. You look at, Travis Kelce being in the perfect lineup, Ty Montgomery, Crabtree, J.J. Nelson, Todd Gurley, Emmanuel Sanders, and there's a good chance that these are going to be trends where the Dallas Cowboys are going to be able to be run against, because C.J. Anderson, while he is a solid talent, he's not a guy that is going to do that to every team. Maybe it was more about the Cowboys sucking than it was about C.J. Anderson being great. Another thing, you got Tom Brady went off 33.78 points. Maybe that was a little bit more about playing the Saints than it was about Tom Brady being Tom Brady. Teams are allowing, right? We don't want you to take notice of what teams are. Some stuff that I'm be looking. This is another one. Pro Football Focus. It is a paid site, but they do have some pretty decent articles. Things you can at least gauge the temperature in the room and look around. So you can gauge the temperature in the DFS room and see what other people are leaning towards by looking at the paid stuff, looking at stuff that other people pay for, taking a look at it. Now you're not going to get everything because right now it's got a question on Pro Football Focus's which Week 3 DFS options could pop. So it's going to throw out. Let's take a look. It's going to throw out Matt Stafford at quarterback against the Falcons. We like that game. Jay Ajayi against the Jets. We like that game. Stephon Diggs against Tampa. We didn't really love that one. Jack Doyle against Cleveland. So it's throwing out some stuff. Drew Brees against Carolina. It's throwing out some stuff. And this is in terms of bust. The bust at quarterback is going to be Drew Brees. Running back, Sean McCoy. So you can definitely look at this and tell people are not going to be playing these guys. These are going to be low-owned guys. Amari Cooper against the Redskins, Tyler Eifert against Green Bay. People are not going to be loving these people, okay? So we got to take a look at this stuff. There's tons of information around, man. Tons of information around. And another thing that I do want to take a look at is going to be this, okay? So we look at wide receiver. Wide receiver is where you really make your money. Wide receiver is where you make your money because you have the most shots here. Now, of course, quarterback is the most important position. We already know that. But the quarterback has to throw to somebody to get points. So we look at targets. And people say targets equal money. I get it. You love to have the most targeted receivers or the most targeted pass catchers. I understand that. You love to have the most targeted pass catchers on your fantasy team. But I can tell you, sometimes it can be a hole. Because look at this. Okay, completion percentage is something that you really want to look at. Look at DeAndre Hopkins. Has a rookie quarterback thrown to him. 37 targets. Only 14 completions. 37 targets, only 14 completions. This does not bode well for DeAndre Hopkins going forward. It means that, yeah, the dude is looking for him, but he can't find him. That's what it means. Antonio Brown, 26 targets, 16 completions, a 61.54% completion percentage. That's good. I like that. You know what else I see about this that I like? I like the fact that Antonio Brown has not gotten in the end zone yet. That makes him, for me, 2 weeks go by without Antonio Brown getting in the end zone. That makes him an automatic start for me. I love Antonio Brown this week. Okay? I love Antonio Brown this week. You got Des Bryant here, another one, 38.46 completion percentage. Can't be found on the field. Randall Cobb, 72 completion percentage. 25 targets. He's fourth in the league in targets. You've got Alshon Jeffrey, 21 targets. Keenan Allen here, 20 targets. Take the next guy who hasn't scored a touchdown yet, the most targeted guy who has not scored a touchdown. You look at Michael Thomas here, 18 targets. Okay, going to be playing against Carolina. Going to be playing against Carolina. So I don't know how you would feel about that, but definitely you're going to want to have exposure to the guys that have not gotten in the end zone yet. Okay, another example of that is Julio Jones. First 2 weeks of the season, he has not gotten in the end zone yet. Okay, so that's a different way to look at it, but that's definitely something I think could be a positive for you. You look at who hasn't gotten in there yet. I love Antonio Brown this week, but I think Antonio Brown goes turkey ham. I love him this week. I actually love the whole Pittsburgh offense. I really do. I love the Pittsburgh offense. Only 16 touches. Who said that? Samuel. Okay, and here you can also this is NFL Savant. Really good site here. You can look at red zone rushing attempts to see who are going to be the guys. There we go. That get the most carries inside the red zone. I mean, you've got Mike Gillislee with 13, C.J. Anderson 10. Gillislee is actually leading the league in touchdowns right now with 4. Devontae Freeman had 4 red zone rushes, converted all the 3 of those 3 to 4 to touchdowns. So Pro Football Focus is good. NFL Savant is good. I'm getting this. I go a lot of different places to get my information. You look at the injury reports I use. Roto World has some pretty good up to the minute injury stuff. So this is the information is there for us, bro. The free information is there for us. Now once we get into turning that information into winning draft lines, that's when we need each other. That's when we need each other. That's when we need each other, definitely. Okay, is when we get into actual building lines, and that's what we do together. We jump in and we build lines. So if you're on YouTube and you need a spot, man, you need some cats to really get it in with. Come join us, bro. Come check us out in the VIP, man. You go to the website. It's www.dfssweatshop.com. That is where you can find us, man. Really good shit. All right. So let's go ahead, man. Jump into it. We're gonna look at it a little bit more. Game. Oh, okay. And also, you can't fade NFL.com. You really can't. Solid site. You can't fade NFL.com. This is a little bit more. It's not as much. It's not as big on in-depth stats. But I mean, you look at it. Okay, you got Randall Cobb hasn't caught a touchdown yet. That I like that. If he's gonna be playing, because I know he did leave the game with a short injury last time. You've got Golden Tate with all them targets, all them receptions, hasn't caught a touchdown yet. Jarvis Landry, of course, is another one of those cats hadn't caught a touchdown. So I love this, man. I like this. So let's go ahead and chop it up. All right. So the first game we got is the Thursday night game with the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Yo, this is tough. This is tough because it's a Thursday night game. I do not like to play. I do not like to play Thursday night games. I don't. And one more thing I want you to look at. One more thing I want you to look at. Okay. This is a defensive rushing plays. Now you can ignore the Miami and the Tampa because I don't think they've played enough games yet. But this is defensive rushing plays. This is what is being done against defenses. Oh, where'd it go? Dang, I lost it. Well, it was a chart. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Rushing charts, passing charts, and this is going to tell you what this does. It tells you if you look at it. Detroit, the defense has seen 37 rushing plays. Cincinnati, you can run the ball against Cincinnati. They've seen 79 defensive rushing plays. Whoever Cincinnati's playing, you can play the running back against them. Whoever the Jets are playing, play the running back against them. The Giants suck right now against the run, 67 rushing plays. San Francisco sucks against the rush right now because you're not going to run the ball unless it's working. You're not unless it's, you know what I'm saying? So this is good right here. This is a really good tool, something I like to use, and this comes from NFL Savant as well. That's something you can go there and check this one out. And you got passing charts as well that you can look at, which is another really solid tool that I like to use. You look at now some of these are gonna be tricky because against the Atlanta Falcons, they've seen 99 passing yards on passing plays, and the reason why is because they're up in games, and teams are trying to play from behind. Kansas City has seen the same thing. Denver has seen the same thing. Detroit, a lot of that was due to the way they beat up on the New York Giants this week. New England, they seen a lot of pass plays because they are one of the higher scoring teams. Baltimore also seen a lot of passing plays. You look at Arizona here at 79. They've seen quite a few, but I think teams have had quite a lot of success against Arizona. So man, there's so many different tools that you can use, bro, to get a leg up on what everybody else is doing because they're not going as hard as a lot of you are. Most people are just like making lineups and throwing them bitches in the first few weeks. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to be around, uh, yo, dude said it's killing Mo how bad his Giants are. You can tell it is fucking killing me because they suck. They suck. They suck. The Giants suck. I'm gonna admit it. The Giants suck. The Giants suck. All right, so me, when it comes to Thursday night games, I don't like to play anybody on Thursday nights. I just don't like doing it. I don't like it. If I'm gonna play anything, I'm gonna play. If I'm gonna play anything on Thursday night, I'm gonna play a defense that I like at home against a bad offense, and we don't exactly have that. We've got a low point total in the Thursday night game, 39.5. That's pretty low. We have a bad offense, but they are at home. You know what I mean? They're at home. San Francisco is a bad offense. Brian Hoyer is a bad quarterback. San Fran is a bad offense. And now if the roles were reversed and the Rams were at the crib playing the 49ers, I would like the defense that much more. But just because they're in San Francisco, they're in San Francisco, they're in the Bay Area, we can see a lot of Rams fans there. I think that kind of does constitute us playing the Rams defense on Thursday night. I think we can play the Rams defense. And when I like a defense that much, I think I have to take a look at Todd Gurley. We look at him. This is one of the worst teams in the league against the run. And his first two games of the season against Indianapolis, 20.6. Back that up against Washington with a really solid rushing performance. I don't see why I should stop now. If I play anybody for the Thursday game, it is going to be it's just going to be the Rams defense and Todd Gurley. That's it. That's it. That's it. Todd Gurley and the Rams defense. That's all I can play from this game. And of course, this is going to be I think we got a 2-game slate jumping off too with this. But that's the best, the very best I can do is to just play the Rams defense and Todd Gurley here. We have a 9:30 a.m. game. Also, that's a part of that 2-game slate that we can look at. Gurley will score a touchdown and lose 14-7. So we got Baltimore, Jacksonville. The Jacksonville defense, I think they could be the real deal. Yeah, I definitely do. I think they could be the real deal defensively. We're gonna take a look and see exactly what's going on with them later on in the week as we get closer to the actual Sunday. Because this game does play Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. All right. Now I don't think we don't have a home team in this spot because I believe this game is going to be played in London or some shit, right? Isn't this like the London game this week? I think it is. I think it is. I think it's a London game. So what I would like here, I would take a look at Leonard Fournette. We know guy that is really, really good. Young rookie player has been playing very well. You look at him, you may want to pair him with the Jacksonville Jaguars as a defense. I wouldn't have an issue there. You look at the Baltimore Ravens, not very good offensively. I don't have an issue playing the Jacksonville Jaguars against them. I don't have an issue doing that at all. Next game, this is the first game on Sunday. We got is the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. You got Trevor Siemian, who has been lighting it up so far. And I would say just play him until he seems to not be great anymore. You know what I mean? Like in the 2-game slate, load up on a 9:30 a.m. game. Jacksonville plays in London every year. Bortles thinks it's a home game. Yeah, I wouldn't have any issue, bro, playing Trevor Siemian here against Buffalo. Buffalo has been they've been solid defensively in the past, man, but I don't have any issue playing them here. I really don't. And I also think people are saying that you can't play LaShawn McCoy, and okay. I think what happened last week with Ezekiel Elliott kind of being shut down, people are not going to want to play LaShawn McCoy. But LaShawn McCoy is used a little bit differently in this offense. They actually get LaShawn McCoy out in space and let him do his thing. They actually, give him the ball out of the backfield. And I think that so many people not liking Denver. I mean, excuse me, not liking McCoy because of what happened last week against Ezekiel Elliott. Because we go to the Pro Football Focus article right here, one of the bust guys that they have. Let me show you. Let me show you. Okay, one of the bust guys they have is LaShawn McCoy. It says McCoy faces a Broncos defense that is allowing just 2.42 yards per carry and hasn't allowed a rushing touchdown through 2 games. Overall, the Broncos are ranked 6th among NFL defenses in PPR points allowed to running backs per game on the season. Okay, they are ranked 6th amongst all of them. Since arriving in Buffalo, McCoy has scored only 5 touchdowns in the team's 15 losses. The Bills are currently Vegas home underdogs at plus 1.5. So what that's saying to me and what that's saying to everybody is, uh, you know, the smart money, the smart money is going to be, on the Denver Broncos, just, destroying them and McCoy not doing nothing. But the sharp bread is going to be on McCoy. And I definitely think that nobody's going to want to play him. There's 2 different squads. I talked to Jeremy Ladd about this earlier. I really did. Yo, shout out to the Cash Line, Big Home. We good to see you, man. Yo, I talked to the homie Jeremy Ladd about this on Twitter the other day, and he kind of hit me to some stuff, man. And I'm really taking a liking to LaShawn McCoy this week. He's priced at a very good spot at 7K. He is a guy that they will get the ball to in space. They will toss him the ball out of the backfield. We will see screenplays. So I like that. They have just enough mobility at quarterback to where maybe some play action could actually work. Now I'm not saying Buffalo beats Denver. I'm not saying that, but I do think that LaShawn McCoy is in line for a solid game. Surely could make that 2.5 times value on the 7K salary. I think so. So as a contrarian play, he's a guy that I'm going to look to, and I would love to be able to pair him and Le'Veon Bell here, right? So yeah, definitely Jeremy Ladd backs me up, and this guy is a Broncos fan. Bills defense has been surprising. Be careful. It makes sense. That makes sense as well. So CJ Anderson being priced at 5.8 is somebody who I can't just turn my back on. We did see Emmanuel Sanders catch a couple touchdowns last week. Demaryius Thomas is a guy that I'm going to be looking for at 5.9. Very good price on him. So I've got no issue, man. I've got no issue. I like a lot of this. Give me some McCoy here. Give me some C.J. Anderson, maybe even Trevor Siemian, Demaryius Thomas, like a little stack. I can do that. Next game we got New Orleans and the Carolina Panthers. Yo, it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. Carolina, the Saints are like the worst defense, just based off of what we've seen in years past. I think that it only makes sense. It's only right, okay, to attack the New Orleans Saints here. It's only right. Don't want to have anything to do with Drew Brees here, not in the spot. Give me Cam, bro. At 6.6, you got Cam at 6.6. Everybody hates Cam right now. They hate him, and New Orleans sucks. They're one of the worst teams in the league defensively, especially against the pass. I'm getting some Cam Newton. I'm getting some Christian McCaffrey here. I am getting Jonathan Stewart where I don't have Christian McCaffrey. I'm also playing Kelvin Benjamin. They've got no tight end here. Greg Olsen is out. You got Ed Dixon coming in at 2.7. I might even look at him. You have to play somebody against the Saints, bro. You have to. It doesn't make sense to not do it, right? The one guy that I do think can be a game breaker in terms of playing on New Orleans side would be Alvin Kamara at 4K. He's a guy that they seem to believe a lot in, and I also think Michael Thomas at 7K is a guy that I might want to have exposure to. But I just don't love New Orleans here. I just don't love New Orleans here. Cam is I wouldn't say he's not healthy, because if he ain't healthy, he wouldn't play. These people have millions of dollars invested in this dude, man. If he's not healthy enough to play, he wouldn't play. You know what I mean? Cam is not running. He's not the same. Give McCaffrey a try. He's going to have a Cam game. He's going to have a Cam game at some point. Yeah, at some point, he's going to have a Cam game. And I think it could be this week against the New Orleans Saints. He's going to have a Cam game. And I'm going to be there when he has it. The minute I jump off of Cam, because I've been on him for the first 2 weeks, the minute I jump off of him, he's going to go nuts. All right? Next game, we got Pittsburgh, Steelers, and Chicago. Yo, Pittsburgh, my favorite. No, I don't like Funches. I don't like Funches. If Cam is on the field, I'm playing him. If he's on the field, I'm playing him. Real talk. Yeah, I saw that he didn't practice today. I saw that, and I think that was precautionary. But if he's on the field, bro, I'm playing him. Here we go. Cam Newton questionable. Ankle likely will play. That's what's coming from them. Kelvin Benjamin questionable. Likely will play. If he's on the field, I'm playing him. I'm playing him. If he's on the field, I'm playing him. So next game we got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chicago Bears. This just in. You see who I got here at the top. You see I got right there next to me. Right there. Is that him over there? Or is he over here? Where is he? Is he over here or over there? That's gonna be the homie Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown. Fucking love this dude. No, he's on this side, bro. Love Antonio Brown here. Give me all the Antonio. I love this cat. And I actually like them as a stack. You get Ben Roethlisberger. Of course, he's on the road. People like to hate on Ben Roethlisberger on the. People are gonna like Ben Roethlisberger. They're gonna hate to play him on the road. But the Bears suck. Okay, 22 ranked DVP against the quarterback position. Give me some Big Ben. I love Le'Veon Bell here. I think Antonio Brown is also one of my favorite plays of the week. And of course, Martavis Bryant is a guy I'm going to look at. Of course, I'm going to look at him. And if Vance McDonald if Jesse James is out, then Vance McDonald does move up to me. But I love Antonio this week. I love Pittsburgh. I think they're the highest scoring offense on the slate. I think is going to be at Chicago, and it's not going to be the Bears. It's not. It's not. Chris Marie says, I'd roll the dice on Roethlisberger at only 6.2K. Besides, I think people will be afraid of his road splits. I'm interested. Of course you are, because you're smart. Of course. Bell played 90+% snaps last week and had 27 carries. He's going to go off real soon. Oh, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So give me some of that. On the other side, Tariq Cohen is a guy that does interest me. I want to check and look at the injury report and see what's going on with the homie with Jordan Howard, man. I want to see what's happening with him because he didn't look too good. He's questionable shoulder day to day. Hopefully the dude don't play, but that's gonna make it easily a no-brainer for the homie Tariq Cohen, who I kind of do like here at 5.6. I think we can use him. This year we got Atlanta against Detroit, man. Of course I'm all over this as a stack. One of my top 5 quarterbacks on the slate. He was last week. Didn't really cut the mustard, but I think he could be a very great play this week. I'm not even afraid of what the Giants didn't do against Detroit. I'm not afraid of what the Giants didn't do against Detroit. I still think that Detroit's defense is definitely a defense that can be had. So I've got no issue playing a lot of these cats. You've got Devontae Freeman, who I like. Tevin Coleman is a guy that I can use if I don't. Look at Devontae at 6.7. The dude went ham and dropped. He went ham and the price dropped. I like that, bro. And the only reason why like they look so good against that position is because they play the Giants and the Giants are inept and suck. Detroit is not that great. So fuck yeah, all the Julio. Devontae and Marvin Jones are my top 2 plays here. Lions getting 3 at home, no respect. But they're not very good. They're not. And this is gonna be another shootout, man. It's a 50.5 point total. And I think it holds true because neither one of these teams are really like, that defensively sound to where I think they can shut the other one down. What we saw from Atlanta against Green Bay was an aberration. 2 tackles was out. Jordy Nelson goes down. Randall Cobb goes down later on in the game. So I've got here Detroit. I've got Stafford, a guy that I like. Golden Tate, man, has not caught a touch yet. Let's go check him out again. I want to see him again. Where is he at? Yeah, Golden Tate, man, 14 receptions, 0 touchdowns. He gets one today. Or not today, Sunday. He gets one Sunday. I like him. And theoretic, if you have to stack it, but now let's be real. Let's be real. Look at what Amir Abdullah did his last time out, bro. Amir Abdullah got a ton of touches. Now, he got a ton of touches and only had 8.6 points. That can't bode well. He got a ton of touches. Just like he always had the ball. You know what I mean? So I don't love them in the running game. If I had to pick one running back, it would be theoretic here at 5.1. But I get it if you want to take a look at Amir Abdullah or even Marvin Jones, right? Okay, I can dig that. Moby need to find some low-owned plays that go off. Otherwise, we aren't taking shit down. And you know what? That's yeah, of course, of course. And see, the way we're gonna find the low-owned plays, is, you look at the way injury opened things up. You got to pick the right injury chalk. You've got to go to games like this game, like the Cleveland Indianapolis game, where people are gonna look at this and be like, man, I can't play anybody here. But I think there's some goodness in this spot. I really do, especially defensively. Both of these teams sucks. One of these defenses are gonna be great. Browns or the Colts. One of the defenses are going to be great. And Deshaun Kaiser at 5K, Jacoby Brissett at 4.8. Me right now, I'm leaning to whoever team has the better running games. And from what I can see right now, that's going to be the Cleveland Browns. So you look at Crowell here at 4.8. You look at the Browns defense. I kind of like this. I can play this. Everybody's on Jack Doyle. Yes, everybody's talking about Jack Doyle here. Abdullah is the first, second down back. Riddick is the third down back. They will keep giving Abdullah the ball until he's off the team. He's not very good. Abdullah gets like 75% of the carries, and Riddick gets the receptions. Exactly. I don't want to play Kaiser. I'll play the Browns defense and Isaiah Crowell. Those guys I like the most. T.Y. Hilton is also another guy who hasn't had the touchdown yet. Take a look at what he's been doing. Because he doesn't have a lot of receptions though. Look at Julio with 9 catches. Damn, Julio, that's it. They're not giving my dog the ball, man. They're really not. So Jacoby Brissett, not a guy that I want to play. Frank Gore at 4.2 is a guy that could be played. Yeah, that's what's gonna be. That's what's gonna be it. It's gonna be the running back and the defense for this game. Cleveland tight end gets targets. Plug him in. Targets are there. Brissett has an arm. I'll give him 1 line. Okay. Kaiser is. I don't like Kaiser, bro. I'm not playing that dude. Cash out says he loves Corell. Duke Johnson, they're using a wide receiver. Check out the catch he made. Gotcha. Yeah. Riddick is better. Riddick is a better player than yeah, he is. Next thing we got is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. We got Jameis Winston 6K priced down. We've got Sam Bradford here at 5.7. He should be playing this week. Let's take a look at the injury report just to see if we have any new news on the homie Sam Bradford. We know he was out last week. Knee, he's very likely to play. That's good. It's tough for me to play, a lot of offensive pieces against the Minnesota Vikings. They've been a pretty solid defensive team over the last couple of seasons. You look at Jacquizz Rodgers at 4.6, not a guy that's, I think, tough running between the tackles. Jameis Winston, of course, 6K is interesting, but I just don't love Tampa at Minnesota. Okay, and you look at the Minnesota offense. Dalvin Cook is a guy that I kind of like. I think he's going to go very low on. I think nobody's going to want to play Dalvin Cook. I like him in the spot at 5.9. He's showing some really good flashes. You're getting Sam Bradford back. So not only does that does put the homie Kyle Rudolph in play here at 4.2. I think that's a usable play. Minnesota is going to kill Tampa Bay. Cordell Dawson says, "Yeah, I love Rudolph here. I like Rudolph here." Michael Miller says he would stay off of this game. And those are the games we got to go in and extract some goodness, man. The next game we got is the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. And see, me, I'm gonna tell you, man, the way I play, I'm just targeting only a few low items. Like, I'm not going completely ham. I'm not playing a player in every game. I'm picking my top 5 QBs, my favorite QBs that I really like the most, and I am building off of those guys. I'm building lineups off of those guys. I'm gonna have 4 or 5 different variations of a stack with each of my 5 quarterbacks. I'm rolling out 30. I had 37 lineups last week. Right? So, and all of it was based around 5 quarterbacks. I did have 2 extra. I did have 2 because y'all put me on one. I can't remember who it was, but y'all put me on 2 more. So, this is the game to get a low-owned play for your line, okay? And that's another thing. You don't have to, ownership does not matter as much in NFL, bro. You don't have to go, you don't have to go turkey ham in terms of ownership. You really don't. You can play, 6 or 7 chalk, 5 or 6 chalk guys, 6 or 7 chalk guys, and separate yourself with that one play. That one play. Like, you don't have to go ham, bro. It's not a situation where, I've got to, oh my God, I've got to, be completely different in every facet. You don't have to do that, man. You don't. You don't. New England historically is absolutely brutal on rookie quarterbacks. The last rookie QB that I can remember doing anything good against him was Big Ben. So you got Deshaun Watson here. Yes, you got Deshaun Watson here at 4.7. And I can guarantee you, uh, yeah. You need. Okay, now ACP, we chopping it up. You need at least one low on play. You do. You need at least one low on play, right? And I can dig that. Or you need a couple moderately owned plays, guys that are not, less. If you got anybody less than 10% owned, you can take a GVP. If you have anybody on your team that's less than 10% owned, you can take down a GVP. And remember, bro, Thursday is a 16 game slate. It's a 16 game slate. So ownership is gonna be spread out anyway. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So New England will destroy in this game. Negative 13.5 and a 44-point total. Most of that is going to be shifted over to the New England side. We need to know what's up with Gronk, bro. We need to know what's up with Gronk. We need to know what's up with Chris Hogan. Amendola, of course. I think Amendola could be back. Let's take a look here. Take a look. That's true, Mo. But it's easier to have a chalk line with just one low owned play than a chalk line with a couple low owned plays. And I agree with that as well. I agree with that. I agree. You're right. All right, so who we got? Okay, we got Chris Hogan. He's likely to play. Amendola likely to play. We got Rob Gronkowski. The status on him is uncertain here, and if they want to sleepwalk, they might just not play Gronk. They might just not play Gronk. So you want to be on the lookout for that. Gillisley at 5.7. I don't really love. I just don't like playing New England running backs. There is too much. There is too much of a if I play this game at all, it's gonna be White or Gillisley. And for me, it's just too much of a gamble to pick which running back to play in this spot. I'm gonna stay away from it, but I do think that the Patriots defense is squarely in play here. I think the Patriots defense is squarely in play, and you know why? Because nobody wants to play the Pats defense. They are one of the worst defensive teams in the league. They give up the most amount of points. They score so quick. They always give the ball back. But you know that the homie Bill Belichick is a situational coach. I like him. I like him. I like him. I like the Patriots. I like the Patriots D. And where I play the Patriots defense, I think that Mike Gillisley is in order. You might as well roll the dice for a patch running back. Changes every week. Yeah, exactly. It's a Gillisley game, Ryan o'clock. And I kind of believe that. Now that you said that, and you look at Gillisley and me saying I like the Patriots, I always want to try to correlate a running back and a defense together. This could be one of the lower owned running back defense correlations on the slate because people just don't think to play the New England Patriots defense. But against the Houston Texans here at Foxborough, we could see a defensive touchdown or two come from New England. I'm definitely interested in Gillisley. Their receivers are hurt, and they're going to slow the game down. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Next game we got, it's going to be the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. We already know, man. We saw this from this graphic that we had that you can run the ball at the Jets. Like, you can run the ball at the Jets. 71 rushing plays is what they've seen so far. So teams kind of know. Hey Mo, I do the football like basketball and make line in smaller slate and throw that bitch in the main. I was gonna say that too. You can do that. You can make lineups in the other ones and throw them bitches in the main. You can do that. So I think that Jay Ajayi, even though everybody's gonna be on his nuts this week, I think he's still gonna be a viable play. Jay Ajayi is the chalk at running back. He's like the mid-level chalk at running back, and I think he's chalk that you can eat. He's edible chalk. Okay, I really think so. Ajayi is uber exciting here. We know he can break the slate, yes, and I think he's definitely a guy that's gonna be the chalk. Everybody's talking about him. I think you can play him. I think you can play him. I've got no issue there. And while I like Jay Ajayi here, you look at the Jets and how bad they've been defensively. Take a look at what they've been allowing against wide receivers, man. They're not very good against the wide receiver spot either. So you look at Jarvis Landry, a big possession guy. He does have a questionable tag and priced at 6.8. Let's take a look at what they're saying about him so far. He's likely to play. Okay, so we don't have a status on Landry. His status is uncertain. We don't know exactly. And he didn't practice Wednesday. He didn't practice Wednesday. Ajayi didn't practice, but he's likely to play though. He's likely to play. Yeah, Landry he had a ton of targets last week. If I like Landry, if Landry was good to go, I would play Cutler too. Cutler's gonna have a game at some point. Cutler's gonna have a game, and he's gonna remind people why we liked him or why he was so good at one point, and then he's gonna piss everybody off again. Everybody talking about Parker, maybe there we could go there 6.3 for Parker. But give me Ajayi. I like Ajayi. Josh McCown at 4.5. I'm not so set on playing the Miami defense, even though I think that they could be in play because I like Jay Ajayi. I love to correlate here. I really don't like too much about about the Jets here. Now, the one thing that you can look at is the Miami Dolphins are one of the worst teams in the league versus the quarterback position. And if you've got Josh McCown here at 4.5, what do you think? Miami Dolphins, man. But nah, there's no way. Curse over Parker, Jermaine Curse at 4.6. I can dig that. I can dig that. Cutler going to bring out the gunslinger. And did you see the jump ball he threw to Parker? Yeah. You could go almost anywhere on the Dolphins offense this game. Give me Ajayi. I dig it. I can dig it. Curse versus Burnt Toast Maxwell. Yes. This is a Landry Curse showdown. Coming from Samuel like the drum. I can dig that. She done took the big draws off, y'all. Trying to distract me. Trying to distract me. This game we got my New York Football Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles here. Eli Manning stinking up the joint at 5.3. Carson Wentz 5.9. This is gonna suck because I'm gonna have to go against my squad here. Carson Wentz been lighting it up at home. His home road splits are pretty noticeable, man. Like he's been really good at home. Well, much better at home than he has been on the road. And I can easily see a Wentz, Sproles, Blunt, Sproles or Blunt, either or, with Alshon Jeffrey as a stack against my Giants, man. My Giants are playing very uninspired football here. You look at Zach Ertz. He's priced at 5K. This is one of the worst teams in the league versus the tight end position. So I've got no issue playing Ertz against my Giants. And the same can be said on the other side. You look at how bad they've been against the wide receiver position. We've got to score some points in order to keep this game going. You look at Odell Beckham. Let's check his injury status. I don't even think he practiced, man. I don't think he practiced today. Yeah, he's questionable. Okay, he was limited. He was limited at practice and he's likely to play. Can we play Odell? I mean, he didn't look horrible. He didn't look horrible in the game. Like oh my God, why are you out there? But you could definitely tell that ankle was still bothering him. And if I'm gonna pay top dollar 8.6 for a cat, I need to know he's gonna be completely healthy. I'm not gonna pay for I'm not gonna pay for Odell at 8.6 and he's not completely healthy. I just can't do that. I just can't do that. I wouldn't touch the defense here. Better value elsewhere. Giants O-line no good. Eli is rattled. Of course, man. Of course. Did Janoris Jenkins practice? Let's take a look at Janoris Jenkins, see if he practiced. Okay. Jordan Raanan, who is a beat writer for the Giants, he expects Janoris Jenkins to play. He expects him to play, so he's likely to play. That's good. That does bode well. Yep. Yeah, man. I just can't play Odell on the spot. I really can't. And this is one of the times when Eli just goes in and plays a great game. But I don't know if I can get behind it, man. 43-point total here, 24.5 for the Eagles, only 18 for the Giants here. I don't know if I can play him. I can't. I'll take Ertz from Philly, and that's it. I'll let everyone else play the Philly chalk against an above-average Giants defense. What do you mean no upside? Definitely. This game we got is going to be the Seattle Seahawks and the Tennessee Titans. Russell Wilson, Marcus Mariota. Russell Wilson, man, this is the worst team in the league. One of the worst teams in the league right now. against the quarterback position, man, do we play Russell Wilson? I usually don't play Russell Wilson until later on in the season, like maybe around week 5, 6. I let them gel and get it together, man. I still don't know exactly what they're trying to do. They haven't really figured out their running game yet because they've got, Carson, Procise, and then you saw Rawls come back, who is not really completely healthy. As far as receivers go, Doug Baldwin here at 6.4 is a guy that I think I want to use. I might break down and play some Russell Wilson and pair him with Doug Baldwin here, just because of how bad the Titans have been recently against the passing game. On the other side, DeMarco Murray, bro, what the fuck is going on with DeMarco Murray? Derrick Henry looks better than DeMarco Murray. What is going on here? You look at Delaney Walker at 4.4, not a guy that I'm really want to use. I don't want to test the Seattle defense. I think this could be a low-scoring game. We got a 42.5 point total here. Not a lot that I really like about this one. Not a lot that I like. Next game we got is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers, smarting off of just getting their ass whooped by the Atlanta Falcons, are sure to come out and I think sure to come out and play well, man. You've got Ty Montgomery is going to be another chalky guy, 6.9. I can guarantee you everybody's running back 2 is going to be either Ty Montgomery or Jay Ajayi. That is going to be everybody's. That's going to be everybody's RB2. And Ty Montgomery and Shady are like 100 apiece, 100 difference. A-Rod going to K-Rod, the Bengals. Okay, Green Bay at home. Yeah, Green Bay at home, man, is big. Green Bay at home is big. Devontae Adams is going to be a chalk. I'm like establishing a core 4, and what I do is I come up with a core of plays, man, 4 guys that I like, and then I go with a defense and a sleeper. I haven't picked those guys out yet, but the core 4, but I'm going to come out with them. But I definitely think Devontae Adams is the guy that is going to be in play assuredly. Let's look. I want to see what's up with Jordy Nelson, man. I want to see what's up with Jordy Nelson, and that's if Jordy is out. I think he may have practiced. So let's take a look. Jordy Nelson, yeah, he's likely to play. Yeah, he expects to play in Sunday's game versus the Bengals. Randall Cobb, he was held out of Wednesday's practice, so he likely will not play. So we probably won't see Randall Cobb here. That's huge. That's huge. Yeah, no Cobb. Yeah, no Cobb. I like Devontae Adams. Martellus Bennett is a guy that I was really on last week. Cincinnati has not been very great against tight ends. I've got no issue with you playing him. If the 2 wideouts are okay, definitely. Yeah. Jordy is playing. So those are the guys that I like. I like Rodgers, Montgomery, Devontae Adams, maybe some Martellus Bennett. On the other side, I think AJ Green is definitely in play here. And Andy, this could be a get-right game. For Andy Dalton and AJ Green, man. You've got to think about this, man. Green Bay gave up a lot against the pass the first 2 games of the season. They have not been very good against the pass. And Andy Dalton is Andy Dalton. He can play. I think we should, man. I think we should. Your AJ is going to be a very low-owned guy. He's one of the guys who sees a ton of targets, who has he caught a touchdown yet? Let's see. Nope. No touchdowns yet for AJ Green. Yeah, man, I kind of like him. They aren't that good either, Sam. They might let Ajayi. Yo, I kind of like it. Look at AJ Green, man. 8.1. I kind of like this shit, man. Have y'all just got me on to a Dalton Green stack? Yo, you get Dalton 5.1? 5.1 for Dalton? Pairing him with AJ? That's a cheap one. That might be nice. And it looks bad, of course. After his rant on Thursday night about needing the ball, he's going to get peppered with targets. I agree. And Green Bay sucks. And Green Bay, all right, okay, 2 things going in our favor here. 2 things going in our favor if we like Cincinnati against Green Bay, okay? Cincinnati offensively. Number 1, Green Bay is going to score because Cincinnati sucks. So we don't have to worry about Cincinnati having a lot of possessions. They're going to possess the ball. And when they do possess the ball, they are probably going to be behind. Okay, and with that is going to come an increase in a heightened sense of a passing mentality, right? Then they've been bad. Nobody wants to play them, right? And you don't even have to go to get. You don't have to go like fucking Dalton, AJ Green. You can go Rodgers, Montgomery, Jordy, and play AJ Green on the other side and be good, right? This is gonna be nice. This is gonna. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. AJ will be higher owned than many may think. You know damn well that's gonna be your favorite GVB stack, Dalton Green stack. I kind of like that, bro. I like that. This is how we found the other plays last week, man. Next game we got is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a nice one too because we got a 47.5 point total. We've got Kareem Hunt priced at 8K in a very solid matchup. I think this is the week where Kareem Hunt does not do something superhuman. Okay, I think don't count that as my bold call. Okay, this is the week where Kareem Hunt does not play like a mix between Jim Brown and Walter Payton and Barry Sanders. This is the week where Kareem Hunt is Kareem Hunt, and he probably gets you a touchdown, about 75 yards, a couple catches, and 20 yards, maybe 100 yards from scrimmage, and a touch. But he's not going to go ham this week. I don't think so. I don't think he goes ham. If you're multi-entering, by all means, however, your lineups are limited, I think you should stay away. I'm stacking the big three for Kansas City. No one talking me off of them. That's coming from ACP to Don. That's what's been happening. They've been lighting it up. You look at Alex Smith at 5.9. He's still cheap. You got Kareem Hunt 8K. Ooh, and you got Tyreek Hill, the freak at 6.6. I can dig it. It makes perfect sense if you want to play him. And even Travis Kelce is priced up some at 6K. And we know that the Chargers are not bad against tight ends. So I don't know how you would feel about that. I can dig it. It just for me, I don't love Hunt this week. And I think for me to invest that much, I've got to really love him. All right, I've got to really love him. Maybe it's more of a scheme thing where you look at a guy like Andy Reid and what he's been able to do running that West Coast offense throughout his career. What he did in Philadelphia, where just about every back he got his hands on was very good. I'm talking from Brian Westbrook to fucking Shady. Like he always did well. So I've got no issue with that. As the homie hits a grand slam, Odor hits a grand slam. So on the other side, Phillip Rivers at 6.4. Kansas City defense is not awesome against the pass. We did see a couple of teams get off on them in terms of passing. Chargers are bad versus the run. Hunt also gets pass catching work. It might be maybe it's us getting too cute. Maybe it's us getting too cute. Maybe us getting too cute. I don't know. But I'm not gonna have a ton of exposure to Kareem Hunt. I'm just not. I'm old school, bro. So Melvin Gordon at 7.6. I think he has priced himself pretty much out of most of my lineups at 7.6. Kansas City can be fairly stout against the run. Keenan Allen, love him here. I love Keenan Allen in this spot, man. He's a guy going to get a ton of targets. Can also, and the beautiful thing is, if Kansas City scores, man, and you look at the Chargers being at home and being a home dog, playing from behind at the crib, you're going to see Keenan Allen get a ton of targets, man. And I like him in this spot. I really do. He's got one touchdown so far this season. With a ton of targets, 22, I think, to be exact. So Keenan Allen's a guy that we can definitely look to. I like him in this spot. Next game we got is the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. One of my favorite games on the slate, man. And I think people are going to look at this point total, not really believe in it, not play a lot of them. Or I think people are going to flock immediately to the Oakland Raiders side. And I think that could be a big mistake, kind of short-sighted, because you look at Kirk Cousins here at 6.1. I love him in this spot. You look at how bad against the tight end spot the Oakland Raiders have been recently over the last few years, bro. Jordan Reed at 5.4, if he is healthy, is the guy that I think I can use. Let's take a look at what he's been doing and see what's up with Jordan Reed, man. Let's take a look. Because if he's good to go, Kirk Cousins is gonna be one of my favorite quarterback plays of the week. Jordan Reed likely will play. Coach Gruden said Jordan Reed chest toe is not healthy right now. Uh-oh. Keenan Allen only lines up on Peter's side 14% of the time. Pieces will see Tyrell a lot more. He doesn't move. Cooper might be out this week. Locking in Crabtree. Oh, man, that sucks. That sucks for Jordan Reed, bro. Do they still have the other kid? No, they got Vernon Davis. Fuck that dude. That sucks. But Pryor, definitely. Pryor and Kirk Cousins are guys that I do like. On the other side, in terms of the Oakland Raiders here, don't really know their rushing situation. I don't love Marshawn Lynch this week. I don't think I have to play him, even though Washington has been very bad against the run. But he's only 6K, so he's a guy that maybe you might be able to use. Amari Cooper here does have a questionable tag. Let's take a look at what his injury is and how that may affect. Here we go. All right, Amari Cooper, he says he's likely to play. He was limited in practice, so he did practice. He's likely to play. That makes sense. I can dig that. Crabtree, I think people are going to like Crabtree at 7.4. I'm going to take the discount here on Amari Cooper at 7.1 if he does play. I think that's a really smart way to go. Robinson's that guy who steals the receiving touchdown. Yes, he does. He does. No Reed. He really hurt. Give me all Terrell Pryor. Pour him on me, baby. I got it. Okay. I can dig that. So we got Kirk Cousins and Terrell Pryor in a 54-point total. I like that. Pryor had 4 targets last year. Completely unacceptable. Last game, he'll get 8 to 10 again. I can dig it. I think we are a week early on Lynch. Okay. On Lynch. Okay. And that's why I've highlighted Lynch. I got Lynch highlighted here. Maybe a guy that we can use, right? Last game on the slate, the Monday night joint, is going to be the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys coming off of a swift kick in the butt. You got Ezekiel Elliott going to want to go out and prove that he is Ezekiel Elliott, one of the best running backs in the league. The Arizona Cardinals have been pretty good against the run, and not really though. Teams have had so much success. Look at this. Teams have had so much success passing against them. This is Arizona rushing chart, right? Where we at? 54 rushers. They're like toward the middle of the pack in terms of rushing attempts against. And that's why you see them look fairly decent against the run. But they're one of the higher teams on the other side in terms of passing. And I think after seeing Dak throw 50 passes in a losing effort when Zeke was not involved in the game, I think this is the spot to play Ezekiel Elliott in at 8.3. I don't think people are going to like him. I think people are going to be mad about what happened last week and all the hating and shit that he's been getting all week. But I definitely think that Elliott can be a solid late hammer for you in the Monday night game at 8.3. Love him in this spot. Okay? Dak Prescott has a questionable tag. Let's go over to Roto World and check that out. See exactly what's going on with that. Here we go. Is he even on there? Okay, he's not on the injury report for Roto World, so he's probably good to go, man. That's just a questionable tag. He's probably good to go. 5.8 for him. You got Des Bryant 2.8. This is gonna look like a little mini stack for me, man. Yo, Des Bryant has been getting a ton of targets too, and he, of course, because they just threw the ball 50 times. So let's go check that out. I'm gonna look at passing targets and see where we at. Oh, Tariq Cohen leads the league in targets at running back. Des Bryant, third in the league in targets, man. 26 targets. Only a 38.46 completion percentage. And I think that is going to regress toward the mean. I really do think so. So, Des is going to be in play for me. Dak's going to be in play. Ezekiel Elliott, this could be a good offensive team that nobody's going to want to play. Cowboys get killed, no pass rush. Kerwin Williams is my snowflake of the week. Yeah, I didn't like Kerwin Williams. I didn't like him. I didn't like Kerwin Williams. How about Cole Beasley, 4.7? A guy that you might be able to use. Palmer and Kirk Cousins and all my GPPs. Great cheap stacks to pay up for. Talk about it, Mo. That's the homie. All right, on the other side, man, Carson Palmer, bro. God damn it. 6K against the Cowboys. Cowboys suck. And, Kerwin Williams was really bad last week. And was what C.J. Anderson did because he's C.J. Anderson or because the Cowboys suck against the run? You know what I mean? Now, the game script really did help CJ a lot because the Cowboys were giving the ball back quick off 3 and outs from passing the ball for 3 downs, not really running the ball. So that did work in his favor. I don't think they're going to do that this week. But Kerwin Williams at 4K is a guy who you may have been a little early on. You may have been a little early on. So he's a guy that I might want to take a look at. You've got J.J. Nelson at 5.3, caught a touchdown, a couple touchdowns last week. Nobody liked him. I've got no issue with him. And Carson Palmer at 6K. Don't love him, but I think he's playable if I like two other players in the stack. All right? Mo, I started following you from B-Ball with the Snowflakes in football. Come on, Mo. The Snowflakes. Oh, they're coming back out. Chris Johnson had more carries than Kerwin last week. Yo, everybody's like they're good on Kerwin Williams. So, okay, no Kerwin Williams. We're off Kerwin Williams. We're off Kerwin Williams. We're off him. We're off Kerwin Williams. So, okay. Yo, it ain't all about me now. Sometimes the VIP, they like, Mo, stop. Mo, don't do that. That's not right. That's not smart. And they can reel me back in. Because I go off on the deep end when I like some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes they got to reel me in. And they just did that just now because I'm not playing Kerwin Williams. And watch Kerwin Williams go out there and get 2 touchdowns. So, broke it down, man. Went through the games, game by game. Pretty solid shit, man. Yo, Saturday night, the SNL show, the Saturday Night Live, man, where we jump into the entirety of the Sunday slate, man. We're going to start it off on YouTube where we're going to break it down game by game, go through any last-minute injury notes and news that we're going to have, and then I close the curtain and we come back to the VIP, just us, the more dedicated members of the Sweatshop, because you all are the Sweatshop fam, even on YouTube, you're the fam. But the more dedicated family members, the guys that have gone to the website and signed up, we are gonna get back. We're gonna get back on our own, on the low, and we're going to actually build lineups. We're gonna build lineups, man, and get our shit popping. So it was very dope, very dope. Now, yo, I want you all to leave here, go in peace, right? But I want you to go and check out the homie. Follow me because I'm going over there too. And go check out the homie ACP the Don as well as DPope919 on Twitter, Dexter Pope. They've got some really solid shit for you in terms of PGA. I'm locked in. I'm jumping in. So much love to all of you, man. Y'all have a wonderful and profitable NFL week. Get back with me on Saturday. Me and the homie, the Iceman, Ronald Ice Coley, are going to be jumping in and chopping up the slate. So let's go out and have a good one, man. Meet me tomorrow inside the line drive at 5 for your MLB stuff. Let's get to it, right? If you're on FanDuel, keep it 250. DraftKings 200. You're rocking with the homie. So we always keep it at 300. Peace.